Whoa, stop that scroll. You just stay right here because that first 3 seconds, yeah, that's right. I made you look. I made you look. Let's get this party started. Welcome. My name is Amanda Robinson. I am the Digital Gal, and this is the Video Marketing Show. And I am teaching you, talking, and explaining to you the importance of those first 3 seconds on video. So, what are we doing right here? Well, we're having some fun. So, let's stop that scroll. Let's play around. Let's look at this. Isn't this just absolutely glorious? This is, yeah, that's right. Let me know. Let me know if you think I should stick with this, the pink and the purple. I think it's working for me. So hello, and welcome. I have a nice little video lined up for you. I'll probably play it a couple times through this broadcast, but we are going to be talking today about the importance of stopping that scroll. And how do you stop that scroll? There's a million different ways that you could be doing it. But importantly, you need to grab attention. You have so much time to capture somebody's attention span. And let me tell you, it's really not that big. UV is here in the comments. It's good to see you. If you're dropping in, let me know where you're tuning in from. We have Wasim. Hello. Hi. How are you? It's great to see you. Johnny. Awesome hair. Thank you. Thank you. I'm rocking it out. Of course, this is a filter. This is all thanks to Snapcam. So I like to play around. I like to have some fun here. We've got Louise is from Belfast. Johnny is over in Santa Cruz in Cali. I kind of wish I was in Cali. We've got sort of Cali weather going on up here. It's desert dry, so I feel like I'm in Cali, but I'm all the way up here in Canada. And UV is saying he's been waiting for an hour. Well, guess what, UV? You are in for a treat. And then Wasim is saying, also want to know how you make these videos. I get to show you some cool stuff today. All right. Well, let me jump in here. And let me throw in, I'm just going to get us started with a quick little intro video. So we're talking 3 seconds. 3 seconds is the amount of time that you have to stop somebody's scroll, capture their attention span. So I'm going to throw a little something up here. Let me pull this down. By the way, I am using Restream's Studio to do this broadcast right here, right now. And I'm using it in combination with some other tools. So you can do this too. It's really not that hard. It just looks fancy. Although if you're rocking out the purple and pink hair like me, we might have to compare notes because that's like showing up to the same party with the same wardrobe. Don't recommend it. All right, so let me pull up a video. And what I want you to do in the comments, once I play this video, I want you to tell me what you notice as what is in common with all of these clips that I'm about to show you. So here we go. And this is the Video Marketing Show. Hi, here we are again. I figured I'd start off this way to try and catch your attention. Well, replay viewers, hi, and welcome back to another episode of What in the Ads is Going On. Hi, everybody. Oh, we got the other side there. Yes. Hi. I bet you're wondering why I have a cat on my head. Welcome back to another episode of the Video Marketing Show. All right. So let me check into the comments. I want to know what you noticed. And we're saying, ooh, this looks magical. Exactly. We're having a little fun here today. So thanks for popping in. Johnny is saying branding is the key. And you know what? I didn't even pick up on that because you're right. So check this out. I'm going to zoom out. No, zoom in. Hi. How's it going? Obviously a filter today, but I can zoom right out. And there we go. We've got branding. We've got more on the go in here. Evie! Honestly, Evie, at this point, I really could put a compilation video together, kind of like the one I just played, but with all the times that Evie jumps on, I get really excited that you're here. So glad to see you here. Wasim is saying outstanding work. We've got in here, YM News. Wow. Right. And then Coach Danielle is saying, consistent branding. What else did you notice that was in common with all of those clips? Let me know. I'm going to zoom back in again because I like that little zoomy clip. We're going to bring me back in there. There we go. It feels a little bit better. Something that is in common with all of those clips. So all those clips, I'm going to play it one more time for you. All those clips are intros to shows that I've done. So, or intros to live videos or intros to video in general. It's video intros, but that's not what's in common. So I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to play it for you one more time. And again, I'm doing this within the power of Restream's studio, right inside Restream's browser-based studio. So it's very easy. And you should definitely try it. Okay, here we go. Playing it one more time. Pay attention. Here we go.
And this is the Video Marketing Show.
Hi, here we are again. I figured I'd start off this way to try and catch your attention. Well, replay viewers, hi, and welcome back to another episode of What in the Ads is Going On. Hi, everybody. Oh, we got the other side there. Yes. Hi. I bet you're wondering why I have a cat on my head. Welcome back to another episode of the Video Marketing Show. Okay. So those are all video introductions. And there isn't necessarily one or two things in common on every single one, but a hook, looking for a hook. Exactly. Basically, the whole intention is in all of those videos, the first 3 seconds, the first immediate thing has something visually different than what you would normally see in the rest of the video. So watch this. So I'm going to change my video settings here. So I'm going to get rid of my little snap cam and go right back to my regular camera. Here we go. Unable to access the camera. Do I have to have purple hair through this entire broadcast? Okay. This is the nature of live broadcasting. Yeah. Can't access my camera. Awesome. Well, you get to put up with me like this for the rest of this broadcast. So I guess that can be sparkling and annoying at the same time. What I was going to do is I was going to flip back into my normal camera. So this is my normal camera that I'm talking to you on, but I am using Snapcam in the background. Snapcam, if you're not aware, do you have Snapchat on your phone? I do. I don't actually use Snapchat, but Snapchat has all those fun, fancy, funky filters, right? Well, Snapchat by Snap Inc. or Snap whatever has Snapcam. So it's a downloadable thing on your desktop, so you can run it on your computer and use all these funky fun filters right here. I can change my filter into all sorts of different things, but instead I think I'm just going to be all sparkly for the rest of this, because here's the key: when you are live streaming, things do go wrong. Of all the things that go wrong, I don't think this is too bad. I think I can handle this as long as you can handle it. But yeah, if you try to change camera inputs midway while you're taxing your system with a whole lot of information, it can be very difficult. This is a great question. Use Snapchat, film little promos for my shows. Yes, I do the same as well. And you want to have things that are scroll stopping. I just want to address this, and then we're going to go back into those video intros. Ma'am, on how many platforms are you live at once? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm live on 8 different platforms. I'm live in 8 different places right now, and that is because of Restream. So if you want to be able to do that too, you can go over to thedigitalgal.com/Restream. You can sign up for a pro account. You get a pro for 7 days with that link right there, thedigitalgal.com/Restream. So you can get in there, play around with this, and you too can do your live broadcasts to multiple different locations. All right, so back into where do you go download the filters for your desktop? Thanks. That's you just search Snapcam. Just go to download Snapcam, and you'll be able to find that. So that's what I'm using. So I have that open, and I'm, instead of using I'm using that camera that you're seeing me on right now, but as a camera input, when you have Snapcam open on your desktop and you open Restream at the same time, you can choose Snapcam as the actual camera input. So yeah, it's an option for you. All right, so what was, and I'll get to this question here in a moment. You're already, you're already in the bootcamp program. I'll make sure you're in the bootcamp. There's Swift kicking the ads. Anyway, okay, back to the intros. Scroll stopping. We need scroll stopping video. You need to be able to put out content that stops the scroll within the first 3 seconds. 3 seconds are critical. So we're going to get into this. So by the time there's a few people watching this live right now, more than a few. And guess what? You've already made it over 9 minutes into this. You are rare. Most people haven't even made it this far into this video. Most people will not see the light of day of this deep into this video. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. If you're watching this right now, you guys are the long haulers. You guys are my people, giving you a big virtual hug. Thank you for being here. But most people are going to see the first 3 seconds. They might see the first 10 seconds. If they make it to the first 15 seconds of this video, then we have a winner. Because a lot of you are tuning in from YouTube right now. But guess what? Facebook is very, very, very different than YouTube. Evie is fancy. You are fancy. Facebook is very different than YouTube. And when we're talking about creating content, building your business, and building that momentum, capturing attention span, slowing that scroll, and getting people into your funnels, well, guess what? Facebook and Facebook advertising and the Facebook landscape of it's Facebook and Instagram is a really, really good low cost way of doing it, of capturing that attention span and drawing them in to the rest of your funnel and getting them exposed to your content so that they can then go on and discover your YouTube channel. They can then go on and discover signing up for your email list. Then go and check out your website and find out, oh, you offer that too? Cool. Didn't know, I need to buy. You can get people in, but we're going to be using Facebook and Instagram. It's kind of like the gateway drug to getting them started and hooked on you. So what was in common with all of those clips that I showed you back to back? Those were the beginnings of all of those, all of the intros of all of those videos. And what they had something dynamic in them. They had something that was different, that didn't look just normal. And yeah, you know what? The stars are starting to get distracting. So why don't I go into Snapcam and I'll pick a different one. Let me go into... let's pick this one. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Glenn, let me know. Let me know if that's better. This one's way more cheesy. Oh my gosh. Or I could go for this one. Yeah. I think I nailed it. Totally nailed it here. Oh, just let me know how this goes. Or I could do let's see here. There's the banana. There's I could be an ostrich if I really wanted to. Or I could go for, I could do the granny again. Whoa, okay, no, we're not doing that one. Let's go back to this. Nope, still too sparkly. Okay. I just want like a normal makeup filter. How's this one? Oh no, man. I have all of these crazy filters that I've got selected. Nope, bad teeth. Why can't I find a normal one and I can't switch my normal camera back? All right, I'm going to go into the makeup filters and looking handsome from that last one, right? Let's just go like regular. Is that okay? Good enough. It's a filter. It's not real. It's not me, but you get the idea. It'll do for now. So it's not super distracting. The previous one, Doug, you're funny. The previous one is classy. JP. JP, I'm glad that you're here. Okay, sorry. I know that I've been skipping around here a little bit because of my technical issue of not being able to move my camera back. But okay, so back to those first 3 seconds that you have to work with. When we're using Facebook as the gateway entry, Facebook or Instagram as the gateway entry into your content, you need to be pumping out high volumes of content all the time. That's why doing things like running a weekly live show or a weekly live stream where people know the same time, the same place that you're going to show up, you're going to be present, and people can engage with you and interact and have conversations with you. That's going to be really helpful. Look at this. Thanks. Just downloaded Snap Camera, a life changer. Just a heads up and a warning, though, it's very heavy on your system, your CPU. Your computer is going to be processing like crazy. And if you have, depending on the Mac or the PC that you have, it's going to sound like an airplane trying to take off as your fan's like trying to hang on to everything. So it can cause technical issues like the one that I'm having. It can cause all sorts of issues on your computer, but it's still really fun. So use it with caution and don't go on big presentations or super important life-changing things with Snapcam in the background, because sometimes you can get stuck as a cat, as we've all seen. So those first 3 seconds, attention grabbing. A lot of people are putting so much weight into every single piece of content that they create, expecting that everybody's going to watch it from start to finish. And guess what, honeys? I hate to break it to you. I don't want to break your heart, but people are barely watching even 1% of your videos. I'm going to do a screen share over here. Let me avoid the snap cam. Let's jump into a screen share and let me show you what I got going on here. All right. I'm going to bring you over into Creator Studio. All right. So you're seeing Creator Studio on the screen right here, right now. This is Facebook's Creator Studio. You can see your content, and I have it filtered basically on posts, and post types are videos. So we're looking at all of these videos. And you can see the volume. What I want you to pay attention to is this column here. I know it's going to be a little teeny tiny. I'm not sure if you can see my mouse there, but basically there's a column here that says 3-second views. And then right next to it is a column that says 1-minute views. So the number of 3-second views that you have, look at this very first one, 97 3-second views, and then it drops down to 15 1-minute views. So let's put it this way. The majority of all of these views that are taking place are happening on very few seconds. That's it. It's people are not even really making it into the meat of the content that you were trying to show. They're not really seeing into the depth of the content. They're just scratching the surface. So if you know that the content that is going to be flowing out there is going to be out and recycling over and over and over again, and people are basically just getting bombarded with the first 3 seconds to decide whether or not they're going to watch your content, you might as well make that first 3 seconds interesting and different. Because if the beginning of every single one of your pieces of content looks identical, and hey, if you are in real estate, for example, and you put your logo out across the screen when you first start, the first 3 seconds of a nice shot in your logo, people don't care about your logo, especially if you have your logo on every single piece of video content that you're putting out there. Then every impression that they're getting is the first 3 seconds of your logo. And they've seen it before and they've seen it again and they don't really care and they'll keep scrolling. Getting people to stop the scroll is incredibly important because ultimately our goal, we want them to cross that 1-minute finish line. We want them to make it past 60 seconds of watching that video because that is what is going to inform the algorithm that your content is worth watching. And that is what's going to fuel more organic distribution and get you more momentum and get your content reaching further and faster. And if people are not stopping the scroll and you're showing them the same intro over and over and over again, the same type of content over and over and over again with no differentiation in between, they're going to keep on scrolling past. The algorithm is going to go, oh, that wasn't really very enticing or exciting. So we're going to take that piece of content that you spent all that time and work on, and we're just going to go and park it on a shelf, AKA your Facebook page. We're just going to go park it there. It's going to get no momentum, no organic distribution. We're not going to show it in the news feed to anybody. And we basically don't care your old news. And guess what? That old news can happen within an hour of posting. So within an hour of going live or an hour of posting that content, if Facebook or Instagram takes that content and samples it out like that appetizer analogy I'm always using, samples it like an appetizer to people, and if nobody's nibbling on that content or making it past the 3 seconds or making it past that 1-minute mark, then your content is most likely to get shelved. And let's put it this way, there's so much content out there. It is really, really, really hard to break through all of that noise, isn't it? It is. So in order to stay relevant, break through all of that noise, you need to stop the scroll. So people are putting so much weight into the depth of their content and so much weight into the quality of these productions that they're putting together. But if people aren't making it past those first 3 seconds, forget it. You just wasted your time and everybody else's time on your team trying to make video content that didn't work. So scroll stopping can come in so many different forms, and it doesn't have to be these wild and crazy filters or these zoom ins or any of these random things. It can be as simple as taking instead of starting with a boring long shot, you can take a video and just make it a quicker transition at the beginning, or you can just put in a little bit of animation. Canva. Like hands up in the comments if you use Canva. If you're using Canva, you can create any type of graphic in Canva and you can animate it. It's so simple. So you can create video content. Take your static imagery, take your boring things with no movement, give them some movement. It's going to make all the difference in the world. If you have static images that you're trying to use for stories ads specifically, so you're going to run something for Instagram stories and you just have an image and you upload that. There's all sorts of templates built in that will animate that for you. Give it some movement. Make it look different than everybody else's content and make it look different than your own content. Change it up. Variation is key. Liselle is saying, love Canva animations. Yes. And Sean, I love this. Sean is saying that he makes juicy 3D graphics to open all of his clients' videos. Yes, big time. It really does make such a big difference. And then Justin is saying have a cooler for your CPU. Nice, because mine is overheating right now and in like a plane that's about to take off. And then we have UV is saying that he uses Canva. He uses Canva. And then what is this? What? Tell me more about this, Glenn. Now I use Penzoid Clip Maker. Do tell. Spill the beans. What's that one all about? So there are a lot of different tools out there that you can be using. Like, look at the tools. Okay, seriously, look at the tool stack I got going on right here, right now. I'm using Restream for broadcasting across multiple channels. So I'm using Restream. I'm also not only am I, you can use Restream in a couple different ways. One is you can use it with other programs like Ecamm to multi-stream across multiple platforms all at once, or you can use Restream's Studio, which I'm in right now. You can't see it because I'm in it, but you can use Restream's Studio. And on top of that, I'm piping in video from an SLR camera. And then from that, I'm piping that through SnapCam. And from SnapCam, that's how I'm bringing in all these weird filters. Actually, it's time to change up the filter. Let's find something. Let's find something summer. We've got summer options here. Let's go with this one. There we go. See? So we've got some summer options, keeping it cool, keeping it fun. But the tech stack that I'm using, part of the reason why I'm using this isn't just because it's got all the fun little filters and all these fun little, oh my gosh, I can be a mango. Wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, we could all use a little bit more mango in our lives, right? What else we got here? Let's go. This one looks kind of cute. Nope, too cute. It's way too cute. Yeah, it's hard to find, like, some of these snap ones are just a little extreme. Get some flamingos. There we go. I'll have some annoying flamingos here for a second. So by changing it up and using this tech stack that I'm using, which is not just straight up, hey, I'm going live with a camera, the whole point is to keep you engaged and to keep the scroll from happening, get longer minutes viewed. The more minutes viewed, the more the algorithm favors you. So let's the most cute mango. Aw, thank you. I like being a cute mango. I'm liking the flamingos. So let me pull up another graphic here for you. And Glenn is saying it's free. And this is the Panzoid Clip Maker, free, make animated 2D and 3D titles and animations and logos. I am going to be checking that out. Feel free to drop a link down here in the comments if you want. So let me pull up. I have another graphic that I want to pull up and show you. And again, I'm doing all this inside Restream Studio. All right, so I'm going to pull up some numbers. It's going to take up the whole screen, so you're not going to see my face for a second. But with that, what I want you to pay attention to is going to be the drop off in video views from 3-second views all the way to 100 or 95% completion of the videos. All right, you ready for this? I want you to pay attention to how big those numbers drop off. So when you're sitting there creating content and you are thinking that you are making content that people are watching and consuming and they're loving and it's great, I hate to break it to you, it's not that great. All right. Taking a look on the left-hand side, we have 3-second video plays. If we look all the way at the bottom, there's a total of 90,000 3-second plays in this snapshot. And if we scroll all the way to the right and we look at video plays at 100%, we go from 90,000 video plays down to 2,000. That's a big, big, big drop off. Now let's pay attention. So again, looking on the left side of the screen, working our way through. So from 3-second plays to a through play, and through play is Facebook's love language for 15-second video view. I don't know why they just don't call it a 15-second video view, but 3-second plays to through plays, our numbers drop off significantly from 90,000, and we're pulling that 90,000 number, that very bottom column at the very, or the bottom row at the very bottom with the totals. 90,000 drops down to 22,000. So from 3-second plays to 15-second plays, we drop like a rock down to 22,000. And then if we keep on going, and then we look at, okay, how many people made it through 25% view of the video? That drops again. We drop down to 11,000. Okay, from 25% plays over to 50% plays, we drop again from 11,000 down to 6,000. And then up to 75% of the video playthrough, we drop again down to 4,000. And then 95% drops down to 2,000. So essentially from 90,000 down to 2,000. And that is a little extreme. Let me just change up this filter. Let's go back to, oh, work and study from home. What's in this one? This is, nope, nope, nope. Oh, I can be a pencil. Because why not, right? Can I try and write my name like this? I have to like move my head like, no, it's reverse. Okay. Nope, I can't even do it. Is that like peeing in the snow? I can't write my name. Oh, all right. Where are the normal filters? Normal-ish filters. We just go back into the makeup filters. I want like a bright makeup one, not these dark, not dark, scary makeup ones. These, oh, here we go. Yeah, we got some lips and a beauty mark. We'll run with that for a little bit. Yeah, pulling that back up. All right, so from so I watched this video to the end, I promise. Good. Well, I won't keep you here for crazy long because I know I sometimes take a long time to get to the point. But the point that I'm trying to show you with all of this is from the opening, and I'll run that reel again of all of those show openings. From the opening of your show or the opening of your video, or even if you have a little 10-second tiny clip that you created inside Canva and you're using that as content that you're putting out on your social feeds, you've got 3 seconds. The 3 seconds count. That's the majority of what you have to work with. But guess what? I know people are going, well, 3 seconds is not a really great indicator of somebody's interest in my content, and that's not a really great metric. I agree with you. But if you have been catching some of my previous videos, you can dig back and see a lot about video marketing and the theory and behind this, and into audience building. Actually, I do have a clip that is specifically about audience building using video. And there is a huge theory to how it is a lot lower cost, cheap and cheerful is what I like to call it, lower cost to reach people with video content. And all I need to do is reach you and get you to watch 3 seconds of that video. And then you fall onto an audience of people that I can retarget with my ads. So if I'm first starting out with advertising, or first starting out with a brand, or first starting out wanting to grow my presence across different social media channels, Facebook and Instagram is going to be the low-hanging fruit of the lower cost places that you can do it. A strategy that you can use to be doing that is by promoting video. So video is a crucial part of all of our marketing altogether. If you're not using video, you're totally missing out. You're on the bench. We've benched you. All of us video people, we're playing the A game here, and you're on the bench if you're not using video. But using video as part of your strategy is a very, very low cost way to reach a whole bunch of new sets of eyeballs. Make first impressions with people who have never met you before, who don't know you. It's a great way to get people hooked. How are we getting them hooked? Well, if we make scroll stopping video that makes them stop the scroll after the first 3 seconds, then we have an increased amount of watch time, but an increased amount of attention. And as we can create audiences and audience build based on all of those percentages of completion. So let me go back in and pull that one graphic back up again. So this one here, every one of those changes from 3-second views to, well, technically on the ad side, it's 10-second views to 15-second views, 25% completion, 50%, 75%, and 95% completion. All of those are targetable audiences of people. So if I wanted to go and create an ad and retarget people who have been watching my videos, let me pull this up one more time. In this instance, if I wanted to retarget people who have watched 3 seconds or more, my audience size is 90,000 people. So I have 90,000 people that I can retarget because they watched 3 seconds or more. Well, guess what? They might not have been super interested in that first piece of content I showed them with 3 seconds. It might have, cruised past their newsfeed. They're not super interested. But if I continue to retarget them with additional types of content where I have variations, changes, something dynamic, movement, color, motion, anything that is changing it up from the last piece of content that they saw, then something else may catch their attention more than that. So if I keep hammering that audience of people who have only watched 3 seconds or more, and I keep hammering them with different variations of content, some of those people are going to graduate into the category of people who have watched 10 seconds or more. Now, when we say some, again, look at these numbers. Bottom left, 90,000 people at 3-second views, and then moving across into the through play, which is a 15-second view, 22,000. So again, that's not a ton. It's not a ton. Well, it is. In audience building, it's good. but we've now migrated 22,000 of those people into watching 15 seconds or more. And then we continue to migrate our audiences through our little funnel of who's watched more percentages of completion of our video content by continuing to put out high quality video content. But it's more about the volume of content that you're putting out and the variations and change that you're working with that's going to make a very, very big difference when it comes to moving people through that funnel. And this is all when it comes, they're very low cost ads when you're using video views. And all of that is all about attention span. So it's all we're doing. We're just basically filtering attention span. And that's usually a giant first step that people are missing altogether when it comes to their advertising process. They just skip right to, okay, let's make an ad, let's make them click, and let's make them buy. It's expensive. And your audience sizes are usually not that great. So using video is going to be a fantastic way to get people introduced to you, your content, your brand, but you need a high volume of content, a high volume of video content. And you need to stop that scroll in the first 3 seconds. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to play that video one more time for those of you who are just joining us now. We are talking about maximizing those first 3 seconds to stop the scroll. So I'm going to play this little video again, and I just want you to look for the variation in how each video just starts a little bit different. Here we go.
And this is the Video Marketing Show.
Hi, here we are again. I figured I'd start off this way to try and catch your attention. Well, replay viewers, hi, and welcome back to another episode of What in the Ads is Going On. Hi, everybody. Oh, we got the other side there. Yes. Hi. I bet you're wondering why I have a cat on my head. Welcome back to another episode of the Video Marketing Show. All right, so if you are still here and you are still hanging out with me, excellent, because another cool tip from an analytics standpoint is that when I play those mid-roll or those interruptive videos, I get a huge drop-off in viewership. It just happens every time. It's pretty typical. Let me pull that logo back up. Logo, thanks to the Restream Studio. Yeah, it's one of those things. So I'm always a little bit hesitant on where I play those and how much of a drop off. But if you are still here and you are still watching this, I'm going to give you like a giant applause because you are an absolute exception and anomaly. Because as you'll see, I'll pull up one more chart of numbers here. Let's go back into Creator Studio. Let's allow. All right, so you're seeing Creator Studio. Let's put it this way. The number of you that are making it past the 1 minute views and in through completion, it's rare. So you the folks that are watching this right now, you guys are my people. You're my peeps. So if I let's pull up this one. Let's just go in. This is Creator Studio. So you can see a lot more depth of your metrics and your video watch time. So we can see the audience retention. And as I go down, you can see I've got lots of retention through when I'm showing Photoshop, and then it drops off right after that. And then we have a slow maintain of retention. And then meanwhile, my video views go up over time because it's had a longer time to percolate. And you can see 90% of this is from followers, 9% from recommendations, and I don't have any paid advertising running on this piece. Whereas a difference is if I go over and let's go to one I did have paid, I think I had advertising running on this one. So when I go in here, it's going to look at the difference in the views. It just goes like whoop, shoots up like a rocket because that is when I was running the ads, and now it's plateaued and it stayed pretty steady. But if you want to look at audience retention, look at the difference. The retention drops like a rock right at the basically 40-second mark. So what happens at the 40-second mark? It's going to be, I don't want to dig into that right now. But anyway, you can look at your videos and you can see where your retention drops, and you can see what you're doing to cause those drops. But the point I'm trying to make is that the number of people who stick it out to as far as you have right now on this video, it's peanuts. It's a tiny percent. So the parting thoughts, what I want you to be able to walk away with understanding after watching this video is that you need to really put some weight and thought and excitement and energy and smile and entertainment or visual visual change up in the first 3 seconds of your video content, whether you're doing a live video, whether you're uploading a pre-recorded video, whether you're doing a Canva graphic that you just animated. You need to hook that attention span, because the impression that people are going to walk away with of you, of your content, of your business, basically hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people have seen me in the first 3 to 5 seconds of my videos. A small percentage of you have watched me through to this degree or have gotten this far into my content on a regular basis. So the people that are still sticking around, that are still here, you are the people that I connect with. And that's okay, because the opportunity is still there for the thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have seen the very beginning tip of my content, but there's still lots of potential. But you need to actively keep changing things up and actively finding dynamic ways to stop that scroll. And I'll tell you, it's like a bunch of noise out there on the internet, and it's getting harder and harder and harder to capture that attention span. I mean, most of us, well, I don't know about you guys, but I watch a lot of TikTok. And I got to say, since watching TikTok, I am actually faster to scroll off of things. I should write my own sign language. This to me is scroll, because I'm doing this and scrolling. So I am so much faster to scroll past any video content because of TikTok, because I don't want to get sucked into 4 hours of watching TikTok. I just want to find the content that makes me smile and makes me happy. And I'm so much faster to skip past things. And I'm noticing, I personally feel it's having a big impact on how us as marketers, how our content is performing across the board, because people are just too scroll happy. And so it's getting harder and harder and harder to stop that scroll. So that's my encouragement to you. Have fun while you're doing it. That's why I use things like SnapCam. That's why I do things that are a little bit crazy or a little bit different or a little bit whatever. Anything that's going to make you smile at the end of the day, that could possibly drag you a little bit deeper into the content and then bring you some value at the end of the day, then that's what I am here to do. So thank you so much, UV. Always respect your content. Thank you. And then Liselle is saying, so inspiring with the intro videos. So, and Glenn, I'm sorry, Glenn, I had to. I'm liking the color. Like, look at this. Like, come on. How could you not like, yeah. It's working for me. I like. And then Johnny is saying, I play an intro into every show. So maybe start every show with something catchy before my intro. I highly, highly, highly encourage you to do that. Now, the advice that I'm giving you, again, I'm a Facebook ads girl. I live on Facebook. Facebook's my jam. YouTube is a little bit different. In YouTube, well, actually, YouTube is kind of the same, where you start out with a little bit of a quirky intro or a catchy intro, and then you can go into your, play your pre-roll or the intro bumper or that type of content that you have. But if you're constantly live streaming on certain platforms and your videos start out the exact same way every single time, I bet you there are thousands and thousands more people who would watch your content if they got a variation in a hook from you on an ongoing basis. So yeah, I know, right? The stars are like, they're right here. They're like, I just wish it had less stars here. But yeah, should I have like a trigger warning on this video? Or, you have to put like a trigger warning if you have like flashing on your videos. I feel like the stars should come with a little bit of a warning. And then UV is asking, ma'am, is pink your favorite color? I'd say so. That would be affirmative. I confirm. I own every, like, there's just so much pink. My desk is just filled with everything pink. Yes. Pink is my jam. All right, everybody. Well, okay. I'm really encouraging you. Go forth, make some really awesome content, make some really awesome content intros. Those first 3 seconds count. There's lots of data to back it up. I love geeking out on this, but I know not everybody is into geeking out at the level that I am. And you the comment of the day goes to Glenn. Yes. All right. That is the best way we're going to end this off. Thank you, everybody. My name is Amanda Robinson. I am the Digital Gal. I want to give a giant shout out to Restream for making this broadcast possible, for sponsoring this show, and for giving me the ability to have all of this fun inside this Restream studio. You need to definitely go and check this out. Go and pick yourself up a 7-day pro account using this link, thedigitalgal.com/Restream. Try that out. I'm going to drop that into the comments. The Digital Gal Restream. Go ahead, tap on that, go and sign yourself up for an account, go and check it out. And everybody, thank you for taking the time to pop in here and geek out with me. If you are here to the end, I am giving you a giant high five, huge applause, big hug, because you are the rare breed that has made it all the way through this. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week, same time, same place. We've got 2 shows, one on Wednesdays from 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific, and every Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific. I will see you soon. My name is Amanda Robinson. I'm going to go geek out. Thank you.